You might have read insider reports from people who know Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani that there is whispering about possibly throwing someone under the bus to get him under this impeachment pressure he's facing. Rudy Giuliani seems like one of the most likely people for that, but supposedly he's not worried. He was asked whether he was concerned that Trump would throw him under the bus, and he laughed and said, "I'm not, but I do have very, very good insurance. So if he does, all my hospital bills will be paid." And apparently his associate jumped in to say he's joking. So look, I'm assuming he's just playing with the metaphor of being thrown under the bus and not threatening the president that he has info on him.
Can it be both? He's
Maybe.
playing with the analogy and he's threatening the president. It's like, I have that insurance policy. What does an insurance policy do? It makes sure it protects you in case something bad happens. Something bad may happen, which is what they asked. Will he throw you under the bus? That's an injury. And your claim, I'm gonna file that claim with my insurance company. Well, what about what you did, Don?
Yeah,
it's straightforward. An attorney won't jump in and say he was joking unless that's something where he goes, red flag, sirens are blaring.
Well, and look, it is just speculation, but I mean, he probably does know stuff about that. I mean, they've been friends now for some time, and I will say Rudy Giuliani does seem like, at least at present, a true believer. He seems like he'd be very loyal to Donald Trump. At this point, I mean, we already had Sondland sort of flip. Rudy could have done that from at this point, considering all that he knows and all that he was involved in. But supposedly he hasn't done that yet. But the thing is, there's this current ongoing campaign against the president. Clearly, we got the impeachment inquiry. But we're also at the beginnings, apparently, of one against Rudy Giuliani specifically. 3 US officials told Bloomberg that investigators are looking at possible campaign finance violations and whether Giuliani failed to register as a foreign agent. One official told the outlet that the investigation into his foreign dealings could also include possible charges related to bribery of foreign officials and conspiracy. Now, it's entirely possible that all of that will turn out to be unfounded, but that is multiple different threads of investigation, multiple different potential crimes. And here's the thing, Rudy Giuliani, he was involved in a really weird endeavor. This shadow diplomacy team to Ukraine, that's bizarre. There are laws that regulate the diplomatic overtures of the United States, and that's bad for Donald Trump, but it's also potentially bad for the tools that he used to do it.
It's a nightmare. If you don't want to believe that these guys work like a mob or the mafia, then all the other signs have been pushing it that way anyway. Once they start squealing each other, I mean, Henry Hill is about to go ahead and squeal on Paulie. It's going down. It's like, if I'm gonna have to go to witness protection, Rudy Giuliani in this situation, I will take everyone down with me to avoid putting my getting locked up the way apparently Roger Stone might.
Yeah. Now, what I just read for you, maybe that's not enough, but that's not all. The New York Times previously reported that investigators were looking into whether Giuliani broke any foreign lobbying laws. So you also have that. And then we were already gonna do this story. Wait, hold on. I'd already produced this story. And then breaking news, not the Roger Stone stuff, but what we just flashed right there. Okay, just now bring it up. So this is breaking news as of this morning. Federal prosecutors probe Giuliani's links to Ukrainian energy projects, which is perfect. Because again, like when we claim it's all projection, theoretically we could be wrong, but it is. Remember what Hunter Biden did, what they were so concerned about? That was using your political influence to gain personal money and benefits having to do with energy exploitation in Ukraine. And the whole time that Giuliani is pushing this alternate channel of diplomacy for Donald Trump, he's also trying to personally benefit from energy exploitation in Ukraine.
Because he has this high expertise for Ukrainian energy because Rudy Giuliani's been working in this field for his entire life.
Exactly.
Every time when it comes to sex scandals, when it comes to marital issues, when it comes to bribery, when it comes to anything to do to break the law that Republicans want you to look at, look right back at them.
Yeah.
There was an old comedian back in the 90s, whatever, that said women are smarter than men as far as looking at another guy. When guys see a woman, they're like, oh man, just like that meme does. When women want to look at a guy and they're with their dude, they go, oh man, look at him, those are some nice shoes. So both you guys are looking at it and she gets to check the guy out. There was an old comedian that said that because if you wanna get away with it, make everyone else look at the other way while you commit the dirt.
Interesting.
It's exactly what goes down. It's almost too easy to call out now.
I questioned that metaphor at the beginning, but it actually is pretty appropriate.
The next time your girl says, look at that guy's shoes, she's checking out his butt.
What if she says, look at that guy's butt?
And then she's checking out his shoes.
He does have nice shoes. And really fast, by the way, the reason that this last bit is particularly bad for Giuliani is I don't know who can reveal things having to do with him being a foreign agent and all that. maybe Parnas and Fruman, but definitely on this scheme involving the natural gas, that is a Parnas-Fruman joint right there. So one of them has already said that he's gonna be cooperating with investigators. So if there's documentation, and there probably is, because remember, as corrupt as these people are, they're more incompetent than they are corrupt. If there's something there, it's probably gonna be revealed, and that's bad news.
These things are gonna get way worse.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this clip from the Damage Report. For more content from the show and access to TYT Network members-only exclusives, go to tyt.com/Brooke. Wait, no, it's tyt.com/John. Go to tyt.com/John to sign up.